Yeah, so a few days ago I was building this thing. Like, if you guys have watched Wombat, like he built something like this in his first episode of his Minecraft Hardcore series, I guess. So I figured out that the house he built was pretty cool, and so I tried to replicate this in my own world. Like, this is a creative world where I build stuff, and I came up with this. Like, it's the same thing as his, by the way. Like, but like I'm not a really good builder, but what I came up with I think is pretty good. Like, I can like give you guys some basic insights about how he probably approached the build. So yeah, this would turn out like this, but his house is a bit thick and mine well is pretty thin. Just bear with that, okay? Do whatever you want to do. Like, I ain't that good of a builder. Okay, anyways, so let's get a free space over here, and then so the first thing is like building the foundation, right? Generally, if you are talking about a medieval style, we probably like first do, you know, the base of the house with stone, like a variety of stone blocks. But over here, as you can see, like this is wool. So basically we need to texture those stone. Like, if it is just some flat cobblestone, just a second, if it is just flat cobblestone, right? If it is just like this, it probably won't look that good, right? It probably won't look that good. So I'm just showing you guys, like, firstly, like, check on something. Like, how do you want your gradient to go up? Like, do you want it to be lighter on the lower level and then darker as you move up? Then some lighter blocks which represent stone is like wool, cobblestone, and stone is also a pretty good block which represents stone. Then we can move into maybe tough, and then ultimately acacia. This is pretty good. So the first level is like, just lay out your light gray wool, okay? Just lay out a light gray wool. Yeah, just do that. And then every block that is touching light gray wool, you would replace that with a stone block. And every block that is touching the stone, you would do a bit of cobblestone shit. And every block that is touching cobblestone, you would do tough. And every block that is, not every block, but some blocks that is touching the tough block would be acacia. So this way you get a pretty good gradient, right? It's lighter on the ground. Maybe like I would do a bit of light gravel over here and some stone over there, and yeah, it's pretty good, right? It's pretty much like this. Then the second thing which he does is not make his builds completely flat. As you can see, this part, like this portion over here, is a bit protruding from the rest of the body of this house, and that gives it a bit of depth, I guess, probably. So it's pretty easy to do. You just gotta go one block. You just gotta go one block over here and then repeat with the process I told you. Stone, like wool, then stone, then tough. Yeah, the same thing over and over again. Then acacia. Okay, not up there, fuck. Yeah, acacia, and then yeah, you're done with this portion also. And maybe move a bit to the same level as this. Ah, fuck you. Yeah, sorry about that. So I'm sorry, I won't do that again. Maybe a bit more cobblestone over there, and a bit more light green wool over there, and a stone maybe. Yeah, this looks pretty good. And then what we're gonna do is, now look over here. Like over here, what you can do is like keep the line flat. Okay, you can keep the line extremely flat. Like suppose your stone has finished over here, and then you are going up to build the second level of the house just from this stone, right? You can keep this, or over there's another demo. Like, you can go a block fuller on the front, like, right? You can go a block fuller on the front, and then maybe like do this, and this would give this portion over here a bit of depth. And by the way, this is Fripp's house, I guess, pretty much like his without the tower. This is shit, by the way. So yeah, you can do this. And so let's just replicate this over there. And by the way, for like the pillars of the house, you can go with probably some oak wood, then some stripped spruce, and then to top it off, you can use some jungle wood, sorry. And this is a pretty good Sorry, and this is a pretty good pillar of the house, and then probably you're gonna go one block. Yeah, you're gonna go one block over there, which is 2 blocks over there, by the way. You're gonna go 2 blocks over there. You're gonna finish it up with this shit, and then you're gonna just do this. You're gonna go up 1 2 1 1 2. You're just gonna go up, and then you have a pretty, I mean, this is not the full scale of this. I'm just teaching you guys how to make this thing, right? By the way, this is not right. So just think of it. These 2 pillars will have to be supported by another pillar, which would come from the one block beneath this pillar. So it should be like this, right? So you want to show that these 2 pillars are being supported by this pillar, the small pillar, right? You're gonna go into some practical details, otherwise this build would look pretty bogus, and I was a bit wrong. It should be like this. Yep, it should be like this. Sorry, I made a bit of mistakes, pardon me. Yep, and we are pretty good with our thing. And then we're gonna just fill in these spaces, right? You can use some stripped oak wood planks, and then birch. Yeah, these are pretty good. So maybe for a bit of contrast, what we have done here is that we used like on the ground level we use the lighter blocks on the lower part of this build, but maybe like use the darker blocks on the lower part of the second tier. It would give some contrast, I guess. Maybe go like this, and then this, and maybe like something sort of this, and we go up. As we go up, we're gonna gradually change into this thing, and we are pretty good to go, I guess. Yeah, this looks pretty good, except it's a bit plain, so I would do this, and then this, and this, and this. Yeah, so this looks pretty good. It's pretty cute. Like you can like fill around with how much lighter you want it to be or how much darker you want it to be. And then we're gonna make space for a window. For a basic window is just like adding scaffolding to it. Some basic scaffolding would go like this, and then you're gonna get some campfire. Put it on top of this. Then you're gonna get a shovel. Where's my shovel? There's my wooden shovel, and then you get some shovel, and then you will just finish it off with this. It's a pretty cute window, and yeah, and the same thing. And by the way, I'm coming over on the main build. Like, if this was also, and by the way, you need some contrasting features on your build. Like it cannot be super flat, like it cannot be super monotonous. It would look boring if it was that. So what he did probably was that he like built the sides with wood and like with brownish wood, and then he built the protruding part with probably some whiter wood variants. Like, this was probably his thinking to make this a bit contrasting. And then we're gonna do the same, and for some whiter shit we're gonna get some like this is white wool, and then we're gonna get a bit of diorite and a bit of it was it acacia? No, it was birch. It was birch. We're gonna get some birch wood, and there we go. Put some birch wood on the bottom, or maybe like some wool, some birch. Fuck this shit, man, I hate this game. Birch wood, and then maybe like top it off with some this thing, and maybe like something like this would do, and maybe like use, and just for a bit of shading, use light gray wool. This is pretty good. And what we got here is the pillars. Now I'm not gonna make that because like the dimension of that build is pretty freaking bad. So by the way, sorry, I made a mistake. This should be going about there. Sorry, there should be one block over here because we are making this in the front, right? So it doesn't make any sense if it's like pushed backwards. This looks good. And for the roof, it's just basic roof. Like how to build a basic roof, I don't know, just get on with the roof, I guess. Maybe like make this Get some deep slate, and some deep slate walls. Where's the wall? Like come of wall. Sorry, I need also some cobble deep slate. Yeah, we got it right. We're gonna make a good little wall, but I need a bit more space. Yep. So put on your stairs. Get a wall. Get a block. Get another block. Put on your stairs. Break the shit. Get a wall. Get a block. Put on your stairs. Break the shit. Get a wall. This is pretty good. Like you can fiddle around with the shape. Doesn't really matter much. What you don't do, I don't care. I don't give a shit about you. Or maybe like just get on with another block. Well, this should be push the block over here. Okay, I'm pretty messy with my calculations about building. Like pretty much like this, right? And then you guys have a pretty decent roof, right? It's not that bad. And then to give it a bit of color, we can add some, as it is dark, we're gonna use some darker tones, right? As this deep slate is very dark sort of block, we're gonna use some dark wooden things. Let's just use some fences. We can also slap off some walls and use fences instead of them. It would look good. Maybe like this, maybe like this maybe, or maybe we can do like 2 walls over here. Like just give it a bit of irregularity. It would look good. And then we're gonna use this and grab this. It looks pretty good, right? And I don't like, he probably put some sort of mushroom blocks over there, right? Some sort of mushroom stem, but I didn't really like it, so I put my own version of it, which was the basic oak trapdoor thing, So just fill in with the blocks and then just spam your oak trapdoor over there and just break it, and it looks pretty good in my opinion. And there you got a roof like this, right? It's pretty easy. And then for the gradient of the roof, like this, we're gonna again like follow this pattern. Okay, we're gonna follow this pattern, or you can also follow the bottom pattern. That doesn't really matter. There should be a gradient. This should not be flat, right? There should be something. So we're gonna get some for the roof, maybe some where is it? Yep, some stripped dark oak logs, then some oak wood, then some jungle, then some spruce. Like we're gonna get every wood type, by the way. Yeah, that's it. I guess some spruce. Yep. What it did was put this. I guess yep. Put this. Then I guess put this. And then use this, and then again do the same thing over this side. Build bam 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 bam, yeah, bam bam bam, and then you got a pretty decent roof. And as you move away from it, maybe like use a bit more this thing. As you move away from this build, you're gonna see that it's darker around the edges and lighter in the middle, which is the same thing as he did over there, right? It's pretty good. And then the tower is pretty easy, like you can just see it's lighter on the bottom and then darker as you go up. And then you're gonna top it off with some glasses. By the way, using glasses, he taught me it. Like if you use glasses on the edges of this build, like from far away, it actually looks pretty good. Like there's a bit of shadow going on, as you can see. Then we're gonna just go by the way, I will just show you the interior. And so I designed this. This was probably a very thin house. Like as you can see, this house is not as thick as his is. It's pretty thin, so I had to make a bit of stuff. So the ground is probably, this is I guess this is what this is yep, this is oak log. And I first thought of using some stripped spruce wood. Like this looks pretty good, but then I figured out that I don't have much space, so I used a barrel instead of the the regular spruce wood, and this looks as good as that, and you can also have a lot of storage underneath, right? And then there's a bit of chest for decoration purposes. You can store some diamonds or some metals in that chest. There's a armor stand. If you, over there there's a kitchen, there's something, I don't know what this thing is. This is a copper, like this represents a chimney. There's a smoker, there's a lot of furnaces, there's blast furnaces. There's a bit of storage over here, a bit of decoration going around this place, a small pot plant, some lanterns for light, and this place is just for decoration. Like this was a fine room over there, and I figured out I can maybe decorate this. And there's a TV. Well, it's not a working TV, but you know. And then you can go down to the basement. There's nothing. Sorry. So that's it. And from here you can go up to the second floor, and also there's nothing. I guess thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and learned something. See ya.